What is up, famsy? My name is Branzy and welcome to another episode of Echo Craft. Now, last episode, we worked on this brand new entrance to our base here, and you guys came through once again with some great feedback. One of the suggestions that I got was to add some more variation to the floor with some different stones. It's like regular stone and diorite and andesite and all that stuff, the unpolished versions, and I love this build so much. But anyways, today's episode is going to be all about connections. And first up on the docket is the lack of connections between our islands, which is a problem because although I think everyone on the server has Elytra and can't be bothered for a casual stroll anymore, I still believe it's important both for looks and for function that our area really starts coming together by building some bridges. And this is something that I've talked about doing for almost 2 months now, and I think it's about time that we finally do it. So that being said, let's get to work. And done. Quick, easy, and dirty. Okay, it wasn't that quick, it wasn't that easy, and there is no dirt, so I don't really know why I said that, but in any case, let's take a quick look at these things. So, as you can see, these are a pretty simplistic design. I came up with about 15 different bridge designs in a test world, and the more complicated variants were just too much for this area, and they distracted from the other builds, like the bathhouse, the iron farm, and even some of the cool terrain and stuff that we've built. That being said, I had to do a lot of research in building bridges, and I wanted to shout out a really talented builder that I found by the name Spudetti. She is doing some really awesome building tutorials and her vibes are super chill, and I actually ended up basing this simplistic design on one of her bridge tutorials, so if you guys want to check out the cool stuff that she's up to and making on her channel, I will try to remember to link that in the description, and if you do, be sure to let her know that Branzy sent ya. Anyways, folks, if we look at this, it's all coming together, it's all connecting really well, and I love the vibe that this place has now, like these little arches, oh, they're so cute. If you remember in the last episode, we began sussing out the sus people who have been acting very sus. And we have some other candidates to suss out, but before we get to that, I wanted to head over to the super secret base that me and Rec built in the last episode so that I can update the board with my status on Mr. Lucid. Perfect, and here we are. Okay, so, hey Branzy, I think maybe we should let Civ do his thing. He's not hurting anyone, and the Mafia did help you build Terrence's room. Anyway, I just think it would be wise to leave well enough alone. I am in full support of RMB's enterprises, but maybe we just give it a rest. Civ is a great guy. I don't think there is a reason we should continue. Therefore, I wish to dissolve RMB. So yeah. Oh no. So Rec is done with recycling? Did I do something wrong? Maybe. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much about it. I mean, he's a super busy guy. He's got a comment tower to maintain, lots of visual aids to put together.
I'd say you're not thinking hard enough.
Terrence? What are you doing here?
Wanted to stop by and check out your not-so-secret base. Great work.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment because I could really use a pick-me-up right now.
Listen, you're trying to suss out all the sus, right?
Well, of course I am, Terrence.
And does your partner suddenly wanting to quit the company after you build a secret base not seem even slightly suspicious to you?
I am in no state for your riddles, Terrence.
Okay, well, how about some advice? Sometimes those we trust most are the ones that let us down the hardest.
Wait, so you think Rec is sus?
All I'm saying is that you have a blind spot for your friend. Maybe give him a chance to prove his loyalty.
You mean like a test?
Yes. Maybe you ask him to get close to Civ, become his friend. If he's loyal, he'll tell you everything you need to know. If not, well. Why are you staring at me like that?
Sorry, I'm just waiting for the snarky follow-up to sound advice or something.
Not this time. Besides, Rec is the only person who willingly puts up with you, and if he stops, then I have to do it.
There it is. Well, I guess I'll just go meet up with him right now.
Have you seen the headquarters recently? Have you seen them? Like, it's crazy.
So here's the thing. I was actually going to come and talk to you about that because I stopped by earlier and I read some things. I don't know if you've been there. I've read it, and I just want to say, Rec, if you wanted out of the recycling business, you could have just come to me and said so, and said, you know, Franzi, it's not working out.
What signs have you been reading, and when did you read them?
It was yesterday, and it all it said was, you know, that you were. It was a note of resignation, and I understand it, but I just want you to know that the R&B recycling.
Hold on here, Franzi. I made no such notes. I have been falsely accused. Why exactly do you think it was me reading the sign?
That you said that. Okay, well it was signed with your name. I didn't.
I took down that sign. I saw that sign like two or 3 days ago, and I took it down. Did somebody put it back up again?
Should we go check it? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's go look at this.
You see, what's funny is, you know how it said wreck there a while ago, right?
Yeah.
What's funny is, after I read this, right, I was confused who wrote it, even though that there was like a dash wreck after it, and it took me like a whole 2 hours to realize that the dash wreck meant somebody was impersonating me. Like, I was so confused, and it was like a Junglewood sign too. Like, what the heck am I supposed to do?
I'm so sorry that I even thought for a moment, I doubted you and thought you would give up on the recycling. I mean,
oh, you're all good, Franzi. We need to be on our toes. Be aware. Trust no one.
You know what this means, though? Our base has clearly, you're right, has been compromised. We need to treat this base as it is compromised, right? We need to play it safe and just make this like kind of like a decoy, right? Like pretend like we have no idea it's been compromised. What he's thinking is that he can drive us apart from the inside. Maybe, and this is just maybe, one of us gets involved from the inside of the other company.
You're pointing at me now, aren't you? So if we put this into action, we're gonna have to do a couple things then, right? We're gonna have to, I mean, it's no longer R&B, it's just B, right? So I'm gonna have to lie to everybody then? Everybody I talk to?
For the betterment of humanity and for the betterment of the environment, I think we're both gonna have to fib a little bit here to get on the inside of what's going on with the trash cans. Do you think you can do it, chicken? It's a tall task. I don't mean to put you out and to put any pressure on you, because this is dangerous. And if you're not okay with it, we'll scrap the whole thing.
Don't worry about me, Branzy. I was the lead role in a play in 6th grade. Like, I'm so prepared. I've been like training all my life for this.
Wow.
You know?
Well, hopefully all that training comes in handy for our dear partner, and hopefully Terrence is wrong and Rex's assessment comes back negative. And to help with that, I did also go ahead and write a completely fake response to Civ's fake resignation on behalf of Rec, which you can pause and read if you like, but hopefully that gives Rec an edge in getting in with the ECCS Trash Company. Now, folks, before we wrap up today's episode, I wanted to ask you a question, or for your opinion. What should we build next? I've been toying with some ideas out here, like a dock with some ships, a small coliseum, a Duomo-style church, some small farmland-style builds, but I'm really not sure what to do next, and now that this area is all connected, it really just needs some builds. So I would really appreciate to hear what you guys think in the comments. And that being said, famzy, I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to let me know down below. You guys know what to do. And as always, tune in for the next one.